you two, him, and Stefon during the game on Sunday in Miami about, John, how you said something to him like, keep feeding Steph in the first half, and then Steph reciprocated and said, hey, I think John and Cole are the way to go second half. How common are those interactions and conversations amongst all of you guys?
We definitely have people that's not selfish. And, I went to him and I told him that, to continue to feed bees and stuff, because I seen the mismatches out there, and, try to make the game easier for us. So you continue to get those guys involved, and, when my opportunity come, it'll come. So, that's the player I am.
Thanks, guys.
Hey, guys, and this could be for either of you. What's been something about, the partnership with Stefon Diggs, adding him into the offense, that's happened over the last few months that maybe you didn't expect going into this?
I don't really know if we had any expectations for anything. It's just like, I've kind of learned not to have expectations, just over my career. Sometimes when you expect things to happen and it doesn't happen that way, it kind of throws you off mentally a little bit. So I don't really think there were any expectations other than, what they've been before is, for us just to get open, and just adding Steph. We already knew he could get open too. So it's just like, there's another guy to worry about. And the whole unselfish part about it is, there's going to be some games when one guy gets going early, and as a receiver, say if I would have got the ball a few times early and I'm kind of in the groove, then you got to go to who has the hot hand. And Steph was that guy last week. So we're like, all right, he's in the groove right now. He's feeling it. So keep going to him. And then the next game, there's games last year where it was Smoke, and it's like Smoke's eating this guy up, throw it to him. You know what I mean? So sometimes you got to ride the hot hand. And then when you have Smoke and Steph and then me, it's like, man, who are they going to take away? If you take away one, then you're leaving somebody else kind of on an island too. And, we like to think that one-on-one matchups, we're going to take advantage of those.
John, you set a really high standard with your touchdown celebration last year. I thought that dance was elite. We saw Mr. Beasley here on the practice field the other day. He's got some moves. What do you think about what he's bringing on the daily out on the practice field?
He been watching me a little bit. He been trying to steal a couple of moves. But now, my boy, he got groove, man. He can do it all.
It looks like you guys are having so much fun. Not that you weren't last year, because I think it's always been a pretty loose group. But what's going on in that receivers room? Every day we see you guys out there, it's smiles from ear to ear, and it looks like you guys are having a lot of fun.
It's just, nobody's selfish. We all love to come together and see each other. And, this the most fun I done had in my career. And, being able to be free and, do what you want to do, but come to work also, it's a great feeling.
Awesome. Thanks, guys.
Hey, guys. Sal Capaccio, WGR here. Good to see you both. Statistically, I guess penalties are down a little bit across the league. I think more specifically on holding, but just from your perspective, are officials letting a little bit more go on out there between DB? And I'm not asking you to criticize in any way. Just do you feel that they're just letting a little bit more go because statistically calls are way down this year than they have been in the past? And I'm guessing that's because they didn't want to just throw flags automatically right out of the gate without having any preseason.
I didn't even notice they were down. You know what I mean? So I don't know. It's not our job to worry about what the refs are calling or anything. Our job is to play football and the way we know how. And we want to avoid penalties and play penalty-free football. So, I don't really notice the difference. We're just playing, so it's hard to say if they're just letting stuff go or anything. It's only been 2 games too. So,
and then, and if I can follow up, John, what makes a guy like Jalen so special? What makes a player like that, elite at his position?
Oh, you look at the film, it speaks for itself. He's a dude, he can do it all. And, that's somebody that you have to respect because he came in the game and, he's been dominated since he's been in.
Thanks, guys.
Hey guys, John Scott again. I just had one more, and neither of you can answer this. Where is the balance of understanding it's just been 2 games in the season, while also having confidence and riding the wave of the success that you guys have had early on in the season?
I don't even think it's a wave right now. You know what I mean? I don't feel any momentum or anything because it's a one game at a time approach, and nobody's too high right now just because we won 2 games. I mean, you got to stay level throughout the season, whether you're losing games or winning them. So, the team is doing a good job of taking a one game at a time approach and really just figuring out what we have to do the next week. I mean, we play a game and, it's really one day you have to dwell on it and then you move on to the next one. We're just really focused on what's ahead of us. And, it's a long season. You can't get caught up with winning 2 games. I mean, I've been on teams that have lost 2 games straight and then we won the next 11 straight. So you just got to take them one game at a time. And those are the teams who are in it at the end of the season. So we can't really worry about all that.
Thanks again.
Cole, Matt, again, we talked a lot last season about Brian Daboll and how much you enjoyed playing in his offense and having him as your offensive coordinator. He's getting a lot of love around the league now. Has anything changed, or has this just been kind of a continuation of what you saw last year out of Brian Daboll this year?
I think continuation. I mean, things change a little bit when you add different pieces, but I mean, it's still the same offense at the end. And he did a really good job last year, and he just does a good job of of really knowing his players and tailoring everything to kind of what they do. And he allows us to do the things that we do well collectively all together at one time. And that's kind of hard to do sometimes as a coordinator. So, he just does a good job of putting us in positions and making it to where it's not too predictable. So we can still keep other teams off balance, and they really have to play us honest, and they can't do things just because they know what we have a tendency to do, if that makes sense.
Definitely. And finally, you take a look at this LA Rams secondary, and obviously Jalen Ramsey, rightfully so, gets a lot of the pub. But what do you see when you've had a chance to now break them down for the last few days, the challenges that they present as a secondary?
They have a good secondary. They all play together. And, they execute pretty well, and they're good at going at the ball. So, we just have to control what we can control, and we have to play our game. We can't too much focus on what they do because, it'll kind of get to you. But those guys, they have good guys in that secondary area.
Thanks, guys.
Hi, guys. Alexa in Rochester. This question is for John. We already touched on Cole and how he's feeling. How are you feeling? You were limited yesterday. How are you feeling for Sunday?
I think I'm good to go. I still got a few more days to get right, so I'll be good to go.
Awesome. Thanks so much.
Yeah, question from the start. I just want to know which one of you is dad. How does it feel? You guys are playing both really well. I just want to know how you guys got your nicknames.
How you got that mustache?
Is that your answer to the question?
I'm playing really well. I'm playing
dad.
I'm playing really well because I have a great quarterback throwing to me at all times.
Bye. Bye.
Bye.